I'm so excited tonight. I am going to show us how to make some homemade gnocchi in just minutes. And guess what? It's totally gluten-free because you get the option to add your own flour however you want. So we are just going to be following some very simple step-by-step instructions to get this done as quickly as we can. So I'm going to flip the camera down so you can watch me add the ingredients and see what we got going on. My bowl. Hopefully my camera doesn't fall down. So I'm just going to read the instructions as we go, and we're going to add our mashed potatoes. Everything already comes pre-measured and ready to go, so we're just going to tear it open and dump it in. We're going to add our scrambled egg powder. Yes, you heard that correctly, scrambled egg powder. It is phenomenal. Just add water and cook it and you have scrambled eggs for your family. Comes in a pantry size can or a number 10 can. We're going to add in our Italian seasoning, pre-measured, ready to go. See how green and vibrant that is? It's all freeze-dried with a 25-year shelf life. Now right here I've already pre-measured. I used the Thrive Life gluten-free flour and then some salt. So we're going to add that to our mix. Just going to use the spoon and mix it up quickly here. So again, only thing we added from our own kitchen is the flour and the salt. And I used this gluten-free flour straight from Thrive Life. It is an amazing gluten-free flour. I'm going to go ahead and add in the water. It's about 1 1/4 cups of water that we are going to mix in here. I'm just going to mix it and we're going to roll it out. Now because we're doing this super quick, you can roll it out and make it into a perfect roll and slice it up, but who's got time for that, right? So we're going to come over here and I'm going to just show you how I do it on a quick night. We're just going to take 2 spoons like this. We're going to spoon a little bit. We'll get it off this big spoon first. I'm just going to spoon a small bit and drop it into our boiling water here. And this is enough gnocchi that we're making the 4-person meal right here. We call it 4-person American servings because it's actually 6 servings of food. So we're just kind of making a little potato dumpling. Again, you can make them really nice by rolling it out or just dropping it in like this. So I'll show you the other way just so you can see it. We're going to roll it out on a little pan like this and just roll. The same way you'd make cinnamon rolls. I use the parchment paper to keep it from sticking to the pan without using more flour, and then we can just slice it and drop it in. These are kind of big, so I'm actually going to cut this in half. And you can improvise with all of it. There is no right or wrong way. So how many of you have actually made homemade gnocchi before? This is my very first time, I must say. I have been wanting to make this simple plate recipe for a while, but I have yet to do it. Because it does take just a tiny bit more time, but it's super simple. Oops, I lost one. So if you can hear me clearly, be sure to use the wow button so that I know that you're there. All right. So now that we have that done, we're going to check out our recipe and see what we need to do next. So our recipe is going to let us cook them there for about 3 to 4 minutes. I've got my slotted spoon. I'm just going to give them a quick little stir here. And so to begin our bolognese, which is the sauce we're going to be serving with our gnocchi, we're going to go ahead and get this cooking right here. So it's right here in front of me. So we're just going to melt a little bit of butter, and we're going to toss some garlic in there. So the garlic is our number 4 step. So we're just going to get this melted down here. Shouldn't take too long. Perfect. All right. So this is going to be a chicken bolognese gnocchi that we're going to make in just about 30 minutes from start to finish, but I did have my water already boiling, so it's going to be a little bit quicker for us. So this is just our freeze-dried garlic. Again, the step is completely labeled and it corresponds with each of the ingredients so that you cannot mess it up. It is amazing. So we're just going to cook this just till we can start to smell it, and it smells amazing. And then we're going to go ahead and add in our water, which is 3 cups of total water here. I'm just going to add in half of it at once. Now we're going to jump to step number 5. It's next in line, which includes our veggie mix. We're just going to tear it open and dump it in. We've got our chicken slices made with 100% white breast meat. Our onion slices, if you're not an onion fan, you can always leave these out. And I'm just going to mix that in before I add our tomato sauce, because as you see when I do a lot of these videos, the sauce I do last. I'm going to go ahead and add in the rest of our water. I'm going to let that sit there for just a minute while I strain these. Perfect. All right, I'm going to add in this sauce mix. We're just going to get that nice and mixed in. And this only needs to simmer for about 3 more minutes. And then we'll go ahead and get that vegetable medley going. Alright, so I'm going to grab another saucepan out for that vegetable medley. We'll get that going right here on the stove. So I hope that those of you who have used Simple Plate are finding it easy to use and simplifying your kitchen life. Getting rid of that question of what's for dinner, because you always know. Get rid of some of this garbage before it burns. Alright, so I'm just going to grab 1 3/4 cup of water. Again, these steps are so simple to do. So for the vegetable medley, we add in the water, some butter, and then our vegetable mix. We put a lid on it and simmer it for 3 to 4 minutes. So everything should be ready at the same time. You can see that gnocchi is coming out really good in here. Or the bolognese sauce, I should say. We haven't folded in our gnocchi yet. Those chicken slices, see how good they look? It's amazing. All right, I'm gonna grab some water, get it boiling here. I'm gonna jump over here. So these are our vegetables packed. This is gonna be our side of our steamed vegetables. So it does call for 2 tablespoons of butter, so we grab that. I did have most of this stuff prepared, just this last little step that I didn't get it all ready to go. So we're just gonna drop it in the water here. Turn this down so it's simmering, not boiling. Again, I'm so excited about this dish. I've been wanting to make it for a long time. So I'm excited to share it with you. And again, this is my very first time ever looking at this recipe or making it. So there's a little bit of struggles, but you can see it's pretty simple. I'm really excited for all of you to get to try some of these. They're just changing and adding new ones all the time. So we're gonna wait for this butter to melt. Just a little bit here. Let me add a different spoon. I guess the spoons are our most dirty dishes, and that's fine. They don't fill up a dishwasher. So we're just going to take this, I'm going to go ahead and add in this vegetable pack. So in here we've got our cauliflower, we've got some red bell peppers, and some broccoli. And wait till you see the color change that happens once they get put into this pot. It's really phenomenal. Oh, the smell is amazing. So now we're just going to toss the vegetables in here so that they get nice and coated, because we're going to put the lid on it and let them steam. So they shouldn't be buried in water. Now we're going to just add this lid and call that one good. So this is going to simmer for about 3 to 4 minutes. And then we're going to add the gnocchi to this chicken sauce. I'm going to grab that. Super simple. You can cut them smaller, bigger. It's completely up to you. It's just a potato dumpling that tastes amazing. And again, this is a gluten-free dinner. It's super simple. So this is going to be our main dish, this gnocchi, with a side of our steamed vegetables. Grab a plate so you can see the finished project here. Look at that cheese, it's all melted, it's so good. Again, this is a 4-person serving. My saucepan is almost full. It is a good amount of food. I'm just going to toss these one more time. And that's our side dish of vegetables. Clearly you can add more. Split it right in 4, however you'd like. And voila, you have dinner.